Understanding Get into a Scrape, a guide for English learners. Hello everyone, welcome to our English language learning series. Today, we're going to explore a very interesting English phrase, get into a scrape. This phrase is a great example of idiomatic English, and understanding it can really help you sound more like a native speaker. So, let's dive in and discover what it means to get into a scrape. Get into a scrape is an idiomatic expression in English. It means to find oneself in a difficult or tricky situation. This phrase often implies that the situation is somewhat troublesome or embarrassing, and it may have been caused by a lack of careful judgment or a bit of misfortune. The word scrape here is used metaphorically to represent a tight or uncomfortable situation. The origin of the phrase, get into a scrape, is quite interesting. The word scrape, in this context, dates back to the 18th century. Originally, it referred to a tight or awkward situation, similar to being physically scraped or caught in a narrow space. Over time, the phrase evolved to mean being involved in a situation that's metaphorically tight or difficult, not physically. To understand this phrase better, let's look at some examples. 1. I got into a scrape when I accidentally emailed the wrong report to my boss. This shows a situation where someone made a mistake and ended up in trouble. 2. She got into a scrape with her neighbor over the fence that borders their properties. Here, it indicates a dispute or a difficult situation with someone else. When using get into a scrape, keep in mind that it's generally used in informal contexts. The phrase is suitable for situations that are troublesome but not extremely serious. You can use it to describe situations where someone's actions have led to unintended difficulties. There are similar phrases in English that convey a comparable meaning. For example, get into hot water means to get into trouble, especially as a result of something you have done. In a pickle is another idiom used to describe being in a difficult situation. I hope this video helps you understand what it means to get into a scrape. Remember, learning idioms like this one can add color and depth to your English. Keep practicing, and don't worry if you find yourself in a linguistic scrape now and then. It's all part of the learning journey. See you in our next video.